Hi guys, this is Tara with Gaia Tarot 13, and this is your weekly angel card forecast for the week of April 10th through April 16th, 2016. As always, I will be pulling 3 cards from the angel card deck, one for your work and financial section, one for your love and romantic life, and one for your home and family life. And this week I am using the Angel Dreams Oracle card deck by Doreen Virtue. I've just got one more to go here. We're just waiting for your home life to pop. Yep, there we go, to pop up. Alright, let's set those aside. So, for your work and financial life, we have food. The bottom says nourishment, relationships, and health. Is your job fulfilling? Do you find it nourishing to you? Is it what you want to be doing? Is it feeding your soul, so to speak? That's the question this week. Are you not just kind of like, are you happy? Because sometimes people can trick themselves into thinking that they are happy at a job because of a million reasons. Because it pays well, or because the people are nice, or because it's better than any other job they've had, but none of those are really good reasons, and none of those really say that you're happy there, because that's all about external forces, the people and the pay, and this is less junky than the prior junky jobs I've had, like none of those are good reasons. So it's not necessarily are you happy, because we can say we're happy. It's, are you doing what you love? Are you feeling like you are coming from your true self? Are you fulfilled? If you are a creative person, is your job that creative outlet that you want? It's more like that. It's more like, how are you nourishing yourself? Does your job nourish your soul? That's what we've got going on here. Good questions. Heavy, heavy questions to ask this week in your work section. In our love and romantic life, we have daydream. And the words on the bottom are imagination, allow your mind to wander, and quiet time. Now, this says to me new relationships. And that doesn't mean that if you're in an established relationship or a long-term relationship that something's just gonna blow up or whatever. If that's your situation, it's more of like a renewal of that kind of like puppy love or young love you had when you started dating. It's kind of more coming to the core of that if you are in an established relationship. If you're looking, it's like those beginning parts where you kind of start dating someone or you start spending time with someone and everything they do is just like amazing. And you're kind of like in that daydreamy, very like ungrounded, kind of like often, woo, everything's amazing. That's what you're going to be feeling in your love life. So if you're single, someone new can come into your life and you can find yourself in that sort of a state, in that sort of like awesome state. Now, I mean, it's only bad for you if you stay there too long. Enjoy it. This is a reading for 1 week, so this is what the energy is going to be like this week. So ride it, right? Because when you're in a long-term relationship, sometimes you kind of find yourself wishing like, oh, I wish we still had that, magic that we had. But, relationships evolve, right? And so over time, you don't have that idealistic dreaminess that you have when you first meet someone, but that doesn't necessarily mean it has to be gone forever. It just means that you need to take the time to come back to have that state. So it looks like for all of us across the board, coupled or uncoupled, that's going to be the energy of this week. That kind of like dreamy, happy, which is just awesome. I'm real excited about this card. In your home and family life, we have autumn. Now, obviously, if you're in the northern hemisphere, we're in spring, and if you're in the southern hemisphere, this it's autumn there, right? So this card can be very literal if you are in the southern hemisphere, but if you are up in the northern hemisphere and it's spring, don't just kind of like discard it and be like, "Oh, it's not autumn here." The words on the bottom are abundance, preparation, and harvest. And those are the themes more than the actual words or, the title of autumn or imagery, right? Because abundance, that's kind of what autumn's about. It's about harvest. It's about um, reaping what's grown, right? I mean, you're not planting seeds for things. That comes earlier in the year. This is like all the, like literal crops, right? You're taking them all in and you're gathering everything you've spent the energy and time growing and you're reaping that now, right? So that's the very literal like, you know, crop analogy, but it's the same thing in your life. This card is saying you've planted seeds for things, you've put the energy in, you've put the work in, and this is the week to kind of sit back and relax and let the fruits of your labor kind of be harvested now. Be kind of come in, and you get to reap those rewards. That's what this is about. And because it's in your home and family life, it can play out in so many different ways. And honestly, I can't even give an example of one because it is your work life. Well, to some extent, if you work from home, it is your love life. It is your kids. It is perhaps buying a house, putting your house on the market, moving. It's really all across the board. That's your home and family. It's maybe perhaps family, right? So maybe perhaps literally having a child. This is kind of like the week when you either find out that you're pregnant or have a child or something like that. This is just reaping the rewards of the time and energy that you have put in your life. So another amazing card. It looks like it's going to be an awesome week. This is my favorite, I'm not going to lie. This is my favorite about what's going on this week, is that kind of dreamy, happy, floaty energy in the love life area. So awesome. It's going to be a great week. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my YouTube page. If you want to get a personal reading with me, the only way to do so is through my website, which is GaiaTarot13.com. Be sure to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, where I pull a daily angel card every day, reading the energy of that specific day. It's going to be an amazing week, you guys. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.